Hello there, students. Thank you for joining me for this presentation. Today we're focusing on United States history, semester A, and we are working on unit 4, which is the rise of a modern nation, and our main focus is the Industrial Revolution. Please remember to have a notebook ready so that you can take notes. Those notes will be very helpful when it comes time to completing all the activities presented in this tutorial as well as in the unit. And we're also looking at the objective that you will analyze the ways that industrialization transformed U.S. society. Let's move on. We are now on page 14 of the Industrial Revolution tutorial, and this is a fairly simple activity. You've done this before, so all you need to do here is you look at the descriptions here, and then you look at the tiles, the concept that you're getting here, and all you need to do is just grab this tile and take it to wherever it matches. That's all you're doing here. Once you have everything matching, submit your assignment and move on to the next activity. We are now on page 16 of the Industrial Revolution tutorial, and this is your lesson activity, the Haymarket Square Riot. Let's read the directions so you'll know what to do here. Directions. Read the instructions for this self-check activity, type in your response to each question, and check your answers. At the end of the activity, write a brief evaluation of your work. Activity. By the way, you need to click on this link here. This will get you basically a whole bunch of the information that you need in order to answer this question. But let's read what you're being asked to do. Browse this website documenting the Haymarket Square Riot of 1886. Once you have finished reading some of the material, write a short reflective essay, 2 to 3 paragraphs, about whether it was fair for the 8 men to be put on trial for the riot. Be sure to include your opinion using specific examples from the lesson and from the web resources. Right here, you're obviously writing an essay, and in order to write that essay, I would say at least write 3 paragraphs. I know you're asked 2 to 3, but at least include 3 paragraphs here. You read the Haymarket Square Riot article here, and you also use the notes from the previous pages to make sure you answer that question. Remember, you're being asked also to include your opinion. So just make sure you include your opinion and then say why you think, in this case, this was really important, and explain what happened. We are looking again for 2 to 3 paragraphs, but I highly recommend you actually do 3. Let's move on. We are now on page 25 of the Industrial Revolution tutorial, and this is another lesson activity, and it's living in the city. Let's go over the directions here, and specifically to the activity part here, because this is what you need to focus on, and we'll see what it's asking you to do. By the way, once again, these are links to extra resources. You have to click on each link here, read what you're presented there, and the same thing here, and that will help you answer this part of the of this activity. Read more about the tenement houses and city life in the slums. Take your time looking at the pictures provided and consider what life would be living in an overpopulated, odor-filled, and this is written tenement. Then write a short 2 to 3 paragraph essay, in this case, explaining why, in light of all the problems that occur in tenement living, so many people continue to move into cities. Be sure to include your personal perspective on city living at the turn of the century, while also incorporating what you have read. This is really important. City life, as you know, when the Industrial Revolution took place, its initial stages, first 50, 100 years, was pretty bad because people had to move from the farm, and maybe they lived a semi-comfortable life, to a place where it was pretty bad in the sense of cleanliness, in the sense of being overcrowded, in the sense that you had maybe one toilet for 10, 15 people. So it was pretty bad. The streets were all dirty, messy, and you need to be able to see what you're being presented here and use what you have read so far and you have on your notes in order to put together a 2 to 3 paragraph essay. Please make sure that you do no less than 2 paragraphs. You can do 3, you can do 4, but no less than 2 paragraphs. This way you're letting you know that you're familiar with the content that is being presented. And please make sure to continue reviewing this tutorial. I will talk to you soon.